Today's a good day. Today I reveal the new car that we ordered, the new EV to add to the channel. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I'm going to reveal what is the new EV that we are adding to the channel, adding to the family as the third EV in our fleet. So for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Matt. This is Tech Forum. On my channel, I discuss primarily the ownership experience of having a 2018 long-range rear-wheel drive Tesla Model 3. But we also own a smart electric drive. That car was purchased for our 16-year-old son to use. And then we have a couple of gas cars as well. My wife typically drives a gas car throughout the day. And so I've been trying to get her into an EV for some time. Now, the new car that we bought is not for her. It's for us to use as a family. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you just a very brief list of our requirements for the new EV, and then I'm going to reveal the car, and then I will go a little bit deeper of a dive into the particulars as to why we chose this specific car. So we had a number of requirements. The first and foremost was that it would be something that my wife would enjoy. So getting her into an EV has not been an easy task, and convincing her to go electric has not been an easy task. And item number two kind of follows along with item number one, and that is that it has to be a good-looking car and engaging to drive. Really tired of electric cars that are ugly. I mean, the Mitsubishi Mi-EV was absolutely hideous. I'm not a fan of the Nissan Leaf, the look of that car. The new one, the second gen, is fine, but I didn't like the first gen, and there are others. So it had to look good. Item number three, the cost had to be reasonable, and we were definitely open to buying a used EV, and that helped the cost factor, but cost was a concern. Number four, had to be something that was unique enough and different enough that would generate some revenue for the channel, that I'd be able to do some videos regarding it, and that you guys would enjoy. And so they're really the boring EVs out there. There's some technical info that could be covered, but all of that's been there, done that. Other people have covered them. So, and it's not another Tesla. And those of you that are Tesla devotees, I will explain why a little bit later in the video. So, cost was a factor, and so as a businessman, getting the $7,500 tax credit was important, and so that eliminated Tesla. But again, the main reason it's not another Tesla I will get to later on, so stick with me here. But also, it had to be something that was going to be quick and fun to drive. The quality had to be good, and we weren't so concerned about range, mainly because we already have the Tesla as a long-range car, and this car isn't going anywhere. I'm keeping it long-term. And we are getting another Tesla eventually, so that's why this car isn't a Tesla that we're ordering, or that we have ordered. So, what did we order? What we ordered was a Mini Cooper electric, what they're calling the SE. So there's a bunch of reasons that we chose that car. The primary reason is that it's something that my wife loves and I enjoy also. My wife and I are both Mini Cooper lovers. We love the cars. We've driven them, but we've never owned one. And the reason we've never owned one is because they are not the most reliable car in the world, and they're extremely difficult to service. Extremely difficult to service. So you pair lack of reliability with difficulty servicing, and that just makes for an unpleasant ownership experience, or so it can be. And those that own Mini Coopers are going to chime in and say, my Mini has been reliable, and I have a good mechanic, and they're not. But overall, as a whole, they are less reliable than many cars and more difficult to service than most. So, but being electric, we felt that the electric propulsion side would eliminate the whole reliability and serviceability thing. Now, I'm going to give an explanation as to why we chose, or well, what is it about the Mini that we like, other than the driving experience, and that's the main reason you buy a Mini. So here's the thing, range wasn't a big deal for us. My wife said, I don't know, she says even 70 or 80 mile range would be fine with me, but she said 100 plus would be good. That way if it's not fully charged, she knows she's still got plenty of range. But she said, I'm just going to be running local errands with it. It's not going to be on the expressway probably ever in its life. She said it's going to be around town stuff and back roads fun. Each of those things lends itself to a shorter range car. And here's the thing with short range. You save money because of having a less expensive battery, and you save weight, which makes the handling dynamics of the car more desirable. So the Mini Cooper Electric, if you guys, and I would encourage you to go online and read reviews and watch a couple YouTube videos about the Mini Cooper Electric, because it has a nearly perfect 50-50 weight bias front to rear, and the CG is lower than the gas car, making the handling dynamics even better than a normal gas-powered Mini. Now what BMW did is they took the standard Mini, the gas car chassis, it's completely unchanged other than a slight suspension revision, but the unibody itself is unchanged from the gas car. And then they took the BMW i3 drivetrain and installed it in the Mini Cooper. And I think that's brilliant, even though there is definitely an argument toward making a dedicated EV from the ground up. There's definitely an argument for that. You can have a frunk because you can mount the motors lower and the battery flat under the floor. I mean, there's definite benefits to doing that. However, it's expensive to design a car from scratch. I wanted to buy a car that I knew would make the company building it a profit. And starting with an established drivetrain from the i3 and an established body from the Mini and marrying the two together means that they can offer it inexpensively. The starting price is $29,900, and they're pretty well equipped to start. It's not a stripped down junk base model. They're pretty well equipped. Now we will get a few options, but not a huge number of options. Also, with their $7,500 tax credit is there, so the base really is $23,000. Then we'll add a few options from there, beyond there, so $25,000 for a brand new EV is dirt cheap, especially one that's high quality and attractive and desirable. It's not just a basic econo box. It's a well-built. Minis have a high quality interior, and they're a well thought out car. So a couple people online on forums that I've read have taken issue with BMW for putting the i3 drivetrain into the Mini, and a couple people have made comments such as, why would you want an old drivetrain in a new car? Well, I don't look at it as an old drivetrain in a new car. I look at it as an established, wow, there's a truck on a flatbed. Maybe I'll see if I can download some footage of that. A truck on a flatbed that had barrel rolled. Oh, I hope the person's okay. Good grief. Anyway, I don't look at it as an old drivetrain. For one thing, it's not old. It's just they've been manufacturing it for a few years. I look at it this way, that the BMW i3 drivetrain is established and known as being reliable. The Mini body and chassis and interior is well refined. So what you're doing is taking a potentially unreliable gas drivetrain out of an otherwise great little body and taking an established electric powertrain that's known to be torquey and powerful, well refined and reliable, and putting it in. And that, I think, is brilliant. So the Mini has everything we want. It has it's a quick little car, 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. Not as fast as a Tesla, but still pretty quick. It has decent range, 110 miles. 110 miles is the rated range, but if you read up on it, 150 miles is what you'll probably get around town, especially if you're not cranking the heat. But still, above 100 miles, which is plenty. Great handling, We wanted a small car. We wanted something that looked good. We want something that we can personalize. We want to get one, maybe two sets of aftermarket wheels and tires. It's a highly modifiable or easy car to personalize. So there's quite the aftermarket for Mini Coopers already. Performance brakes and wheels and tires and all that. So, so this is the direction we decided to go. And again, I highly recommend that you guys watch reviews on it. All the reviewers just rave about the car. It is a wonderful little EV. Also, Mini has pre-sold in excess of 100,000 of these cars. So that is Tesla-like numbers for pre-orders. So there's definitely a pent-up demand for a sporty, affordable, good-looking EV. Many manufacturers think people don't want EVs. That is not true. They don't want ugly EVs, and they don't want expensive EVs. They want good-looking, engaging EVs that are at an attainable price point. And using an established body and an established drivetrain, marrying the two together, gets you to that. It gets you an engaging, sporty, good-looking, and affordable package. So I'm all for it. And I think it's brilliant. They made a subframe under the hood of the Mini so that they could use a pre-existing i3 drivetrain and a pre-existing Mini body without modifying them. They just made an adaptive subframe for it. Wonderful, brilliant way to do it. So we are excited. I will be taking you guys along with me on this journey when we get to the point that we've already ordered the car, but when we get to the point of speccing it, which will come later, we'll let you guys know how we spec it. We are going to have the light color interior. It's not white, it's a very, very light gray with a crisscross pleated, stitched upholstery. I know we'll be getting that. Don't know if we'll be getting the glass roof or those upgrades. Not 100% sure on the exterior color, but we know we'll be getting the light color pleated interior. So, but as we spec it, I'll be doing a video showing the ordering page and how you go about speccing a Mini. So very excited. We will then have the Smart Electric Drive, the Mini Cooper as our new car, and my Tesla Model 3. All three of us as licensed drivers in the family will have EVs to drive daily. So I'm excited about that. We're also looking at going solar this year, looking at potentially a Tesla solar system this year. So a lot of stuff coming for the channel. I'm very excited. So anyway, thanks for putting up with probably a longer video than you guys wanted to see. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And as always, stay charged. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye now. Wow, I think this is going to be a polarizing video.